Hello, yo, shamai, hola, bonjour, all the hellos. Hope you guys can see me properly this time because last video I messed it up completely. But first of all, I've got my tea, but today's a special video because I'm actually going to be talking about tea, or at least using it as an analogy. So, who doesn't love a nice hot cuppa? You? Okay, fair enough. But I think tea is amazing when it's hot. But then, as you start to carry on drinking it, it gets colder, of course. That's how heat works. And eventually, say you've got distracted and you haven't finished the tea, and it's cold, it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't feel the same. And you're probably thinking, where the heck am I going with this? Well, I think that tea is a good representation of energy. And it's ironic because tea actually technically gives you some sort of energy boost, or caffeine at least. I think it's a good example because we all have a certain amount of energy each day, and you can sort of refuel it sometimes by doing other things, but most of the time our energy is going to start off proper hot, but then by the end of the day it's going to cool down and we're not going to have as much energy. And I think the tea bag in this situation would be more so like the flavor, and that could represent the passion. So if the flavor is cold, you're not going to enjoy it as much. See where I'm going with it? You're not going to enjoy the flavor of the tea to its fullest if it's bloody cold. You're not. And it's the same with passions. If your energy is depleted and you're trying to do stuff and you're just not feeling good mentally, you're not going to enjoy it as much. You're not going to enjoy life as much. So I feel like sometimes you need to take a step back, have a cuppa, and maybe try something else, because we can always get worn out. Everyone gets worn out. But yeah, I think in this analogy, yeah, really the way I've been thinking of it is that heat is your energy level and the flavor is your passion. And yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, maybe a bit of a creative analogy, because who the hell is comparing energy to tea? Even though technically it is something that boosts energy, but you know what I mean anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, sometimes take a step back, relax, try something else. Maybe if it helps you, doing something you enjoy which doesn't have to be work related will be more beneficial for your mental health. And in this scenario with the tea, that's another thing that would bring heat again. It's back to the warmth. You've got that warmth, and then yeah, it will die down slowly again. You're not gonna enjoy even playing games or watching a movie for like 5-6 hours straight completely. But yeah, that's when you gotta sort of switch and maybe focus on your passion again or something. But yeah, I just thought this would be a good analogy to use because I'm always drinking my tea. But yeah, even with me, with, let's say, flavors, I love an Earl Grey. This is an Earl Grey. I drank Earl Grey yesterday, drank it day before probably. But sometimes I get sick of the flavour. And that can be the same for passions. Sometimes I get sick of a certain passion, but I can just switch it and do something else for a change, because I'm still putting my energy into something, and that energy is gonna be back to hot again. It's gonna, pardon me, sorry. The energy is gonna be hot again because there's a new heat to it and a new flavor almost. Yeah, I'll probably sound like I'm yapping, I'm probably waffling, but that's the way I think about it, or how I thought about it just then. But yeah, sometimes I prefer classic tea bag, sometimes it's Earl Grey. Might have a digestive biscuit, whatever, biscuit brew. If you watch one of my other videos, you know I had that before as well. But yeah, it depends, it all depends on the day. Sometimes you might prefer to do something else. You don't have to do the same things every day. And if you do that, it's gonna mentally drain you. Why do you think a lot of people don't enjoy 9 to 5s? Because it's the same shit every day, it's the same repetitive work. And especially if you're more of a creative person, that doesn't work for you. It's like, it's just mentally draining, of course, but you don't get any satisfaction out of it, only the money, and that's it. Some people, I get it, they have to just do it, pay the bills, but ultimately no one's really getting what's the word? Satisfied. Yeah, what the hell, I literally nearly said it, and then I don't get my brain sometimes, man. But that's another thing to talk about. The brain finds satisfaction out of different things, especially if you think you've got something like ADHD, or I don't know, you're just someone who switches to things a lot. You don't get your satisfaction out of one thing. You've got to always change and rotate, just like the tea bags. You can't have Earl Grey every day. You can't. But I can. But yeah, I do get sick of it sometimes. The video ended because of my storage. I make too much videos now, apparently. But yeah, like I was saying, switch it up, do something new. Stop doing the same shit. Your brain needs variation. It needs change. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got to say. I've covered most of what I wanted to say. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Pardon me again, bloody hell. But remember, this is all my opinion. If you don't like it, bog off, mate. And if you do like it, subscribe, like, all of that. See you in the next video.